You guys, the lighting in this room is terrible, but I am muddling through. I am doing the best I can. Tomorrow I'm going to be back downstairs where the lighting is better and the Wi-Fi is strong. I'm actually not feeling well. I have immersed myself in the healing powers of pirate booty, so that is giving me a little pep in my step. You know what else is giving me a pep in my step? Today's trial coverage. Today, we had our hearts cracked wide open once again. Yesterday, we had our hearts broken listening to Paul's friends. Today, it was Alex's friends. Here's the thing. We knew that Alex was a terrible person, right? That he did all these bad things. He did all these financial crimes. What I had not thought about was the vast field of victims here. Yeah, like the clients and whatever, but he ruined his life. He totally destroyed like the relationships of these lifelong friends. And yes, that's not the same as getting murdered, but also like how heartbreaking is it for your best friend since childhood to rob you of money, commit these financial crimes, possibly murder his family. You're also friends with his family. Whatever. So his friend, Chris Wilson, got on the stand today, and I somehow thought Chris Wilson was going to cover for him. I thought Chris Wilson was in the Dick Harpootlian camp of not my friend, not my dude. Chris Wilson got up there and wept openly. A grown-ass Southern man wept openly about the heartbreak that he experienced once all of the shenanigans that Alex was pulling started to come out. Now, the hero of the day, if we're going to award a hero of the day, well, that is Miss Jeannie Seckinger. Honey, Miss Jeannie does not have time for your mess. No, she does not. She found out that Alex was up to no good, and she was like, oh, no, friends. We are keeping these books. Listen, all the paralegals in that office, they tremble when Miss Jeannie comes down. I was like, she's coming. When Miss Jeannie is on vacation, no matter who else is in the office, they're like, oh, we don't have adult supervision because Miss Jeannie is not sitting for your foolishness. Miss Jeannie Seckinger keeps the books over there at PMPD, now called the Parker Law Group. She's been there for 18 years. She started out as a secretary. She became the office manager. She went to accounting school, and now she is the bookkeeper. And once she noticed that something was a little bit off, she went to Alex, paralegal, and she was like, excuse me, honey, I'm going to need you to... And the paralegal was like, yes, ma'am. And she sent the relevant emails and talked to the relevant people. And as happens in offices, Alex's paralegal called Chris Wilson's paralegal and then sent her an email like, listen, girl, we got to get this money together because Miss Jeannie going to come back in a minute. And we do not want to run afoul of Miss Jeannie. Everybody in their office has that. If you work in the office, you know who the Jeannie Seckinger is in your office. I know who the Jeannie Seckinger is in my office. And I am thankful to God that she is there. And I never want to run afoul of her. If she comes in, listen, I'm grown. I'm a grandma. I have children of my own. I sit up straighter. I make sure I'm getting my work done. And she is not my boss. She's somebody from another department that I have good common sense to fear. She's the backbone of the place. Miss Jeannie, she's the backbone over there at the Parker Law Group, and she is having none of your mess. And she was not having any of Alex's mess. Once she found out that something was a little bit off, she's like, let me just pull up this thread. And it is Miss Jeannie who blew the whole situation wide open. Yes, Mandy, Matney, and all of them with the reporters or whatever. You know what? In the words of the great philosopher Jillian Pensavalli, let the women do the work. Do you know Jillian Pensavalli? She's on True Crime Obsessed. She's the female lead on the podcast True Crime Obsessed. Very funny comedy podcast. But she says it all the time. Let the women do the work. All them good old boys were sitting around smacking each other on the back and letting the money walk out the door. Jeannie was like, no, friends, that is not how this is going down. You know who else did the same thing? Gray Lafitte over there at Palmetto State Bank. She was like, hold the phone. All the women in this. And then, of course, we have Super Mandy Matney, who was like, wait, what is this? I get the feeling that this is why some men wanted to keep some women in the house and in the kitchen so they could do whatever. Because a woman will pull the whole situation together. Listen, God forbid, I get hit by a bus tomorrow. My husband wouldn't know how to keep these lights on. He don't know who picks up the guard. He don't know nothing about nothing. And bless his heart, I love and I need him. He is my heart. But it is me who runs this show. I am the head of this household. Probably, if you're a woman, you are the head of your household too. So Miss Jeannie is the head of PMPED. I don't care whose name is on the door. She running things. So she found out what was going on. She blew the whistle. She blew this whole situation up. And in a way, it seems a little bit crazy that somebody would like kill their family and let their whole life blow up over money. But I watch Dateline. I am a student of murder and true crime. And you know what happens a lot of time? The gamblers, right? It's not the sex addicts and the people who were having affairs. Yes, they do bad crimes too, sometimes. But the gamblers, I'm always struck by the gamblers. The other reason that I'm struck by them is because I'm cheap. Like, I'm not trying to gamble with my money. If I get a $2 scratcher and it doesn't win, I want to go back and be like, hi, this one didn't work. I'm going to need you to give me another one, or I'm going to need my $2 back. I don't play with that. No, ma'am. So I also only play the second chance lottery. You know second chance lottery? Second chance lottery is when you take all your lottery tickets, your scratchers that didn't win, and then you could put them all together and you could enter them in the second chance lottery. I only play the second chance lottery. And you know how I play the second chance lottery? From found lottery tickets. I am not spending $2 and then throwing it out the window. But let me see a dead scratcher on the ground here in the state of New Jersey. Well, yes, I will pick it right up, and I am playing the second chance lottery. Yes, it takes me longer to play the lottery that way, but you know what I'm not doing? Wasting my money. I'm not throwing away $2, $3, $10. That's for suckers. And do I look like a sucker? I am not a sucker. Okay, as usual, I have gone far afield, but back to the Murdaugh murders. This is what we know. The judge is still hearing financial information to determine if financial motive can be brought up in this case. We know that there's a financial motive behind why Alec committed these crimes. The jury doesn't know that. Will the jury be told that? We don't know yet. That cutie Judge Clifton, hey, Judge Clifton, he's going to continue to hear testimony, and then he will tell us yay or nay as to whether or not the jury can hear more. Tomorrow, the jury is not expected to be in there until 11:30. Ooh, don't you love it when you just have to go in late? Ooh, I love days like that. But the court is starting at 9:30 because they're going to hear more financial witnesses so the judge can determine, will the jury be able to hear the finance stuff or not? Also, what's going to happen tomorrow? We do not know. Also, tomorrow is Friday. Yay, Friday. And because it's Friday, I will do a weekend review wrap up live, which will probably be just like this because I just record these videos and then upload them. There's no editing because I do not know how to do that. It's just me running off at the mouth. But if you have questions or whatever, put your questions down in the chat and I am happy to answer your questions and we can discuss things. I love that so much. Okay, I also probably have to make notes because I kind of don't remember what we talked about all week. Y'all have a good night. I'm going to enjoy some more healing pirate booty, and I will talk to you later. Bye.